What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching. Keep calm and game on. We're doing another episode of Late Night Politics. I just bit myself. Late Night Politics. I don't actually know what to call this live stream. So I went with Late Night Politics. I made a little thumbnail. Still has the little watermark of the program I used. But yeah, we're just chilling, boys. We're just chilling, talking about Trump, Kamala, seeing what you guys have to say, trying to put our finger on the pulse of America, getting points of view from all different perspectives. I obviously am pro-Trump. That's who I'm voting for, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I'm open to hearing everybody's points of view and stuff. So we're just going to chat. We had a good time last night. I was up till like 5 a.m. Streaming last night. I stayed up way too late, but once you get talking about stuff and just chilling with people, it's just really fun. So yeah, we're just going to stream tonight. Not sure how long we'll go, but if you are just browsing through the shorts feed, feel free to drop some comments. Let me know if you think Trump's going to win, if you think Kamala's going to win. Actually, I want to post, I'm going to put that in the poll real quick. I'm going to put a little poll in the chat so you guys can vote. A really unscientific poll we got going here. I'm going to just put Trump versus Kamala. Who wins? I'm going to put down here, I'm going to put Trump, and I'm going to put down here Kamala. Start poll. Boom. All right, so the poll is started, guys. You guys can vote on it if you want. I really should have cleaned my glasses before I started, but it's all right. No one's going to watch this anyway. It's all good. It's all good. If you are watching live, though, drop those comments, guys. Let me know what you think. Take my headset off real quick. And yeah, just let me know what you think about the whole Kamala Trump thing. Who do you want to win? Why do you want them to win? I'm kind of curious. It's probably pretty obvious who I'm voting for, but you know. I thought it'd still be a fun stream to do. I'm going to go to live chat, actually, so I can see your guys' comments. And yeah, we're just chilling. We also hit we hit 6,000 subscribers, guys. 6K. That is crazy, bro. 6,000. We got that so fast. Like, man. We went from like 4,000 to 6,000 in like, I don't even know. It wasn't that long, I tell you that. I think we gained 20 subscribers just the last stream alone. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome. I think I have the live stream chat turned on. I got it in the background up there, so if you guys want to leave some comments, feel free to do so. I think everything's running right. Pretty sure. I'm going to post in the comments. I'm just be like, hi, guys. Boom. Looks like the chat's working. If you guys are here watching, feel free to drop those comments. Vote on the poll. If you're just passing through and you just want to vote on the poll, that's cool too. We got one vote. Actually, no, we got 3 votes. 3 votes already. Dang. Okay, what do we got so far? So, 100% of people say Trump is going to win out of the 5 votes, and 0 have voted for Kamala at the moment. So cast your votes, guys. Who's going to win? Trump, Kamala. This is a super scientific poll we got going. I thought I'd just do it live because it would be more fun. Yeah, Kamala's got 0 at the moment. And I'm just posting this on YouTube, guys. You're going to see me in the shorts feed. You know, Democrats will see me. Republicans will see me. And they can just vote on it. Like I said, not super scientific, but we're just going to try to put our finger on the pulse of America and see what you guys out there are saying. So, if you got any comments, feel free to post. Zeus says 100%. Oh, no, Kamala's making a comeback, boys. Kamala, we got 8 votes. Kamala's at 22. Oh, man, it's going back and forth, boys. It's going back and forth. Guys, post those comments. Let me know who you think is going to win the 2024 election. Who is going to be president? Obviously, you know who I'm kind of biased toward, who I'm voting for, but I want to know who you guys are voting for. Why isn't my chat working? Where's my chat? There we go. There it is. Okay, found you guys. Okay, Zeus says 100%. I am the couch commando, and they still won't win. Not voting. You're not voting, bro. You just don't like either candidate. I can see that. A lot of people I've talked to, even like coworkers and stuff, they're like, yo, I'm just going to vote. I'm not going to vote. It's like I can't do it either way. So some people are just sitting out. You know, that's fine. It is what it is. I know not a lot of people like Trump. Not a lot of people like Kamala. Bandy Cerise says Trump is Jesus. Wait, what? Band, how you doing, man? Molly says Trump 2024. Molly Raccoon. Okay, vote on that poll, guys. Brolo, welcome, man. Shout out to Brolo. He is a member on the channel. Thank you again for hitting the join button, man. I do appreciate it. Also, I thought that little picture down there, I think it was AI generated. I just found it on Google. And it's funny because the thumbnail for this video has the watermark of the program I used. I'm like, whatever, screw it. But guys, vote. What do you guys think? We're just having a little conversation, a little open conversation here, reading your guys' comments. Trump versus Kamala. Who wins the election? I got a poll in the chat. You can vote on it, or you can drop some comments in the comment section. Jerry says, dogs and cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. My Trump impersonation definitely needs some work. Band says, sorry, he has won or he will be in so much trouble you might as well go live in Cuba. So you think basically if Trump doesn't win, like America's basically screwed? A lot of people think that. I think if Kamala wins, I mean, obviously I'm voting for Trump, but I think if Kamala wins, I don't know. I don't know if we can take 4 more years of Biden, guys. And she's basically Biden 2.0. If she does get elected, like fair and square and everything, I hope she does a good job. Like, I'm not going to be like, I hope she fails because I want to prove a point. No, if she gets elected, I hope she does a great job. Will she do a great job? I don't know. I feel like if they were going to do a great job, if she was going to have like the best idea, she would have told Biden, and Biden would be like doing the great things right now. But I haven't seen it so far. Let's see. I Am Couch says, and they still want, it's not that I don't like Trump. I just don't like the party members giving him bad strategies, and I don't like either party because of the bipartisanship and destroying of America. Well, the thing is, like, I'll admit, first time around when Trump was elected, he had some not so great people in his cabinet. He fired a lot of them, though. They went on to write books about how much he sucked and everything. But obviously, if you get fired, you're probably not going to like the person who fired you. But he knows who the good people are now. He knows who the bad people are. He kind of has more experience. He's, I guess, a more seasoned politician. So he kind of knows people now. Plus, Elon Musk is endorsing him, so he's going to have Elon Musk in his cabinet to kind of help get, all the ducks in a row and kind of cut costs, kind of like he did with Twitter. I mean, Elon Musk's fired 75% of the Twitter staff, and Twitter works way better than it did now. So if he can do that with America, so he's got Elon on his side. He's got Bobby Kennedy Jr. that just endorsed him. He's got some Democrats leaving the Democratic Party and endorsing him, like Tulsi Gabbard. So I don't know. I like Trump, but I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people are voting Kamala probably. Real Face says, I'm not a fan of politics, but anyone who votes Kamala and claims to be a Bible-believing Christian is a hypocrite. If we vote as Christians, we should vote closest to what the Bible teaches. I mean, that's definitely one point of view. Band says, yes, do you like my name? Brolo, not a bad name, huh? I like saying Brolo. Jerry says, fair and square, here it comes. I mean, some people think the first time around wasn't necessarily kosher all the way. But do I think they were actually changing votes at the voting machines? I don't know about all that. But I do know that they were heavily suppressing stories that would have definitely shined a bad light on Biden. Like the Hunter laptop thing, they were saying that was Russian disinformation, even though it wasn't. It was actually a thing with a lot of info on it. But they were saying it was fake. They even have FBI agents saying, swearing on a Bible that it was fake, and it turned out not to be fake. But if you posted it on Twitter, if you said anything to contradict that it wasn't Russian disinformation, you'd get shadow banned. So they were banning you on Facebook, Twitter. Then it comes out it's actually real. And people said it would have changed 27% of the vote, approximately. Maybe they wouldn't have voted for Biden if they knew the laptop thing wasn't, was actually a thing. So in that way, I think they suppressed some news that should have been made public. So I think in that way, they kind of cheated a little bit. But do I think they're actually changing votes at the voting machines? I don't know about all that. But let's see. Molly says, man, I'm seeing a lot of comments here. The two-party system is based on Jacobins and Girondes from the French Revolution. It's a Hegelian dialectic. Molly says, Native Mexican Americans say we don't forget DACA to Democrats who lied to Mexicans who have been here for many years and paid taxes and asylums, and they thus promoted citizenship and new zero. I gotta make this chat bigger, guys. I can like barely read what's going on. 1 second. I gotta make this bigger. I gotta make you guys a little bigger. 1 second. Pop out chat. I didn't realize we'd be getting so many comments here. Apparently this is a kind of a big debate. Okay, so let me see here. Reading your comments, making it big. Yes, I do remember you. Paul says Kamala's like the border, legs wide open. Oh, buddy. Paul says we voting Trump, baby. I'm voting Trump. I don't know who everybody in the chat's voting for. I kind of feel like it's kind of half and half. The poll right now, let's see here. Let me check. Okay, so we got 34 votes. 68% say Trump's going to win. 32% say Kamala's going to win so far. Okay. Fair enough. Where's the live chat? Give me the live chat, bro. There. Okay. You're a good YouTuber. Thank you, Brolo. Paul says we vote in Trump. Jerry says 0 to 61 in court cases. Bro, do you remember me? I do remember you. Paul says if you don't want to make America great again, who are you? Why are you in America? I'm voting Trump. I mean, that's a good point, Paul. I mean, the thing about the Democrats at like the Democratic convention, I didn't really see a lot of American flags. Does that mean they hate America? No, I don't think that's what it means. But I saw like a lot of pride, rainbow flags, a lot of Kamala flags. I didn't really see a lot of like American flags. For some reason, like it seems like maybe I'm just seeing what I want to see. I don't know, but it seems like they've tried to make the American flag into like this bad thing, and like, oh, if you put a flag out, that means you're supporting Trump. I mean, this is America, guys. Like, why shouldn't we be proud of the flag, you know? But at the Democratic Convention, I didn't see any American flags. Maybe I don't know. To be fair, I only watched like one night, the very first night, and after that I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I can't do it. Let's see. Brody, remember? I do remember you. Oma says they have come up with fake enemy like Orwell 1984. That fake enemy is Putin at the moment. Best part is the 90s of Trump supporters won't vote. 90% of Trump supporters won't vote. I don't know about that, bro. I mean, Trump had more votes than any other sitting president in history last time. And I think a lot of people are going to vote. Like, just all around. I mean, the Swifties are going to come out and either, like, you know, I think 500,000 Taylor Swift fans clicked on the link Taylor Swift posted because she was like, go vote for who you want to. Here's how you sign up after she endorsed Kamala. I think a lot of people are going to vote. Whether they're going to vote for Trump or Kamala, I don't know. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to vote this time. I still have a picture of who I voted for by paper ballot, and it wasn't for Biden or Trump or Kanye West. Interesting. Brolo says, okay. Trump all the way, says Seppi Luzi. Yeah, I'm Trump. What is wrong with America, says Trump 2024. Save America again. Bam. I can get behind that, bro. If you're a Christian and if you vote for her, then you're not a believer in Christ Jesus, because everything she wants to do is evil. Look at what's already happened. What has she done so far? I think she's actually done quite a bit, just not good things. Like a lot of the policies that Biden passed, she was kind of the tie-breaking vote. So she broke the tied vote. So a lot of the stuff that got passed was actually because of Kamala. Do I think those were good things she passed? I don't think so. But she actually has done a lot under this administration, even though people say, oh, she didn't do much. She actually did quite a bit because she broke a lot of those tied votes. Let's see here. Paul says, I know one thing, Taylor Swift's cat voting for Trump. Taylor Swift's cat's voting for Trump? I mean, maybe. Taylor Swift does have a lot of cats. So let me pull this up real quick. Maybe I got it. I think I got it too. I got the thing too. Oh, there it is. Boom. Boom. Now it's too small. Boom. That'll work. Okay. All right. So I still got you guys in the chat. You guys are going by real quick here. 1 second. If you're, oh no, I read that comment. Guys, if you're just popping in for the first time.
On to stay up to date.
Hey, we just got a new subscriber. Who was that from? Who was that new subscriber from? 1 second. Let me move this. I'm trying to multitask, guys. Bear with me here. I'm trying to put this at the very top, tippy top. Trying to move. Wait, I got too many things open. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. I think that's right. Boom. We'll go. Yeah, we'll put that right there. Okay, whoever just subscribed, thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to the chat here. Keep those comments coming, guys. I'm trying to keep up. I have an American flag that flies morning, noon, night, so let's go Trump. Yeah, boy. Marianne Luzzy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Seppi Luzzy? Marianne. Yeah, I agree. Almost says she's a Fabian socialist. It's communism by slowing Promethean rather than revolution. Some of these words I don't even know about. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not like super into politics. I'm basically just a Fortnite streamer that like talks about politics on the side. So I'm just like, I'm not an expert in any means necessary. I just know like it seemed to me, at least from my point of view, it seemed like things were better when Trump was in office than they are right now. We weren't really at war with anybody, right? We were pulling out of Afghanistan, right? The border was secure, lowest illegal crossings in history. Economy was way better than it is now. Jobs were up. Inflation was down, at least lower than it is now. Gas prices were low. You fast forward 4 years to what's going on now, not so much. So when I look at, it that way, I'm like, Trump is the obvious choice. That's just for me, though. Everybody can make up their own decision, obviously, but that's just what I think. Can you share what she has done, please? Yeah, that's the thing, though. I don't know what Kamala's done. I don't know. Like, she's running on, like, saying she's gonna just improve things by just such a big margin that it's gonna be like amazing. We're gonna turn the page and make, But like, if that was true, why hasn't she been like talking to Biden? She's the vice president, right? Why isn't she like giving some of these great ideas to Biden? Isn't that the vice president's job, is to kind of work hand in hand with the president to kind of get things done? Some would argue and say that like the vice president's only job is to be the backup in case something happens to the president. That might be true, but I'm like, yo, you're both in the White House. Why aren't you getting things done? And if things are going to be so great, and if you're going to make America so great, then why haven't you done it? You've had 3.5 plus, you've had 3.5 years to actually do it. Annette says, it's funny how they trying to blame Trump for inflation. Yeah, I don't see how that works. Joe Random says, I can't wait to see everybody react when they give the election to Kamala. Going to be interesting. I don't know, man. I mean, they did say they're going to try to keep Trump out of the White House by any means necessary. And I'm kind of starting to believe them. I mean, he's already had like, 2 assassinations attempts. Thank God they failed both times. The last one, which happened, 2 days ago at the golf course, nobody got hurt, and they did catch the guy, so that's a plus. Secret Service actually did their job, and nobody got hurt, caught the guy. I'm really grateful about that. And that being said, like, if you don't like Kamala, like, violence is never the answer. Okay, if you don't like Kamala, then obviously vote for Trump, and if you don't like Trump, then vote for Kamala. But don't try to like take them out of the equation completely. Don't try to throw them in jail. Don't try to take their businesses and their money. Just like beat them at the ballot box. You got all these crazy people trying to take people out because they think that Trump is a threat to democracy. No, just go vote for the opposite person. If you don't want Trump, go vote for Kamala and vice versa. That's how it works. You just got some crazy nut jobs out there. It's pretty insane what's been going on lately. And they're trying to blame Trump. They're saying like, oh, well, it's Trump's fault. He's just ramping up the rhetoric. It's his fault people are trying to take him out. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it's not. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Bandy says, you're saying that she has done so much. Tell me what she has done. Well, she did a lot of the tie-breaking votes for policies that Biden has put into place. So in that way, she's done stuff to, I guess, help this administration. She went to Ukraine to talk to Zelensky like 3 days before Vladimir invaded, Russia invaded. So in that sense, she more or less started the war in a roundabout way with Ukraine and Russia. in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe that's a little bit of a hot take. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. A Theodore says, God, please save America from MAGA. You think MAGA's that bad, man? Chats are going by so fast, guys. I'm going to have to do something here. 1 second. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to turn on subscribers only chat. All right. Subscribers only chat. Because some people are just popping in. So subscriber chat is turned on. If you guys want to leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, you can just sit back, watch the craziness. It's all good. You can also vote on the poll, though. You don't have to be a subscriber to vote on the poll. Speaking of which, let's check in on the results so far. What do we got so far? So, out of 46 votes, dang, 46 people have voted already? Okay, out of 46 votes, I asked the question, Trump versus Kamala, who wins? 65% of you say Trump wins. 35% of you say Kamala wins. So currently Trump is winning. Again, this is not super scientific. This is just a YouTube poll. All right. This is just random people on the internet popping in, voting. Bandy says, I don't care what happens. They're going to rig this election again. Some people would argue that the last election was rigged. They did some shady stuff. I really hope it's just a fair and square election. I don't know if it's going to be super close. I don't know if it's going to be like a landslide. I'm hoping it's a landslide. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Keep those comments coming, guys. Drop those comments. Who do we got in chat? We got J.O. Random. I can't wait to see everybody give. Wait, I can't wait to see how everybody reacts when they give the election to Kamala. Going to be interesting. It's going to definitely be interesting, man. Like, whoever wins, half the country's going to be pissed off about it. If Trump wins, half the country's going to be upset. If Kamala wins, half the country's going to be upset. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be something, boys. It's definitely going to be something, boys. Let me bring you guys over here. Let me bring you guys up here. Okay, we good? We still live, guys? Just making sure. I hope I didn't hit a button by accident. I think we're still live. Okay, let me pop back over here. Yeah, keep those comments coming. We got 48 votes so far. 48 votes. 48 votes. Okay, maybe I could turn normal chat back on. I think everyone's gonna behave themselves, hopefully. I'll turn normal chat back on. Just everybody behave themselves, all right? I don't want to have to put anybody in a timeout. Okay. Anybody can now leave a comment. If you got comments, if you got points of view and opinions that you want to share, feel free to drop them down below. Make the best case for either Trump or Kamala. Some of you don't want to vote for either. You're just like, I'm sitting out. You know, it is what it is. Some people don't want to vote. That's cool. You do you, guys. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I just know who I'm voting for. To me, it's pretty obvious who the better choice is, but I don't know. You guys got to do your research and make your own decisions. I did subscribe. Well, thank you, Bandy Sierra, for subscribing. I appreciate that. So what's actually happening in the news today? Is there anything happening in the news? Let's take a little peek. I'm going to just type in Trump news. I know he had like a big rally today. Okay, so let me bring you guys over here real quick. Let me bring this over here real quick. Trying to multitask. Bear with me, everybody. Man, that is a very bright page. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Whichever way it goes, it's going to be bad either way. That's the truth. Hopefully not. I mean, I hope it's not that bad. I really hope not. Let's see. I'm gonna look at this article real quick. So this one's from Politico. It says Trump called for unity after the first assassination attempt. Not this time. The incident came up only briefly as a regular scheduled call with surrogates and advisors. Donald Trump briefly followed the first attempt on his life with the calls for unity. This time he's going straight for a far more bizarre message. No, brazen message. Democrats' rhetoric put my life in danger. In interviews, social media posts, and campaign messages in the first 24 hours after Secret Service opened fire on a suspect gunman hiding in the bushes around Trump's Florida golf club, the former president and his allies accused Democrats of spending years stoking threats and violence against a Republican nominee by labeling him a threat to democracy. It's a strategy Trump advisors view as a way to hold Democrats accountable for rhetoric they argue, without evidence, has endangered the former president. Still, Trump aides have made clear they would press ahead with events as scheduled before the incident became a longer-term distraction for a candidate struggling to stay on message 49 days before the election. During a campaign, stakeholders called. With surrogates and advisors on Monday, Trump campaign senior advisors Susie Wiles, Chris LaCivita, and Tony Fabrizio briefly addressed the apparent attempted assassination before moving on to polling numbers, messaging, and Trump's upcoming schedule, according to a person who took part. So, I guess the media is trying to spin it as like, oh, it's Trump's fault that it happened. I don't know about that, okay? I don't know about all that. I don't think that really makes sense. I'm also kind of browsing through the Steam games, just looking at games that are on sale. Because why not? Why not, guys? Why not? Let me put that picture back up. Where we at? Boom. Boom. If you're still watching, guys, drop those comments. Feel free to vote on the poll. We got the poll still open. How many votes we got? We got 53 votes now, boys. 53 votes. Trump versus Kamala, who wins? We got 70% saying Trump's going to win and 30% saying Kamala's going to win. I mean, the numbers are speaking for themselves, guys. Kamala fans, you're going to have to step up your game if you think you want to win this poll, all right? Going to have to drop your comments down below. Try to convince some of these guys to maybe switch because Trump's winning, boys. Soccer Play says, yo, what up, Soccer Player? And thank you guys for all the new subscribers. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately. It's crazy. We just passed 6,000. 6K. That's pretty crazy. 6K, boys. Oopsie. I'm trying to adjust this. Peter says Trump. Peter says Trump's going to win. All right. I mean, he might. He very well might win. Or it could be Kamala. Some people are saying it's going to be a close race. I don't know. I would love it to be a landslide victory. Just a red wave landslide victory. Will that actually happen? I don't know. I don't know if it will. But according to the poll we got going in the chat, out of the 56 people that have voted, that have came through this stream and voted on it, 56 people, 70% say Trump's going to win. 30% say Kamala's going to win. A lot of people in the chat have been saying Trump. I've seen a few people say Kamala. I see some people saying they're not going to vote at all. What is wrong with America says Trump 2024, save America again, American flag. Emoji. Bandy says, yeah, that's all they do is blame him. Also, guys, thank you for the hearts in the chat. Thank you for the hearts. I do appreciate it. And the emojis. If you're just passing through, guys, vote on the poll. You can keep going if you want. Subscribe, come back. I play Fortnite and all that good stuff, and I kind of talk politics on the side. It's kind of a gaming/politics channel apparently now. I've been starting this new series. It's kind of just called Late Night Politics. And we're just talking about politics late at night. I was up till like 5 a.m. yesterday just chatting with random people about who they think's going to win the election. It's kind of cool to see all the different points of view. Bandit said Trump is going to win. We'll see. We'll see. People got to get out and vote, though. Democrats, say what you will about Democrats, but they have a better ground game when it comes to getting people to the polls, when it comes to like early voting, getting people signed up to vote. Democrats definitely they just got a well-oiled machine when it comes to that. The Republicans, not as much. But I think they're trying to do better this time around because Trump has said, early vote if you want to. Mail in those votes. Whereas last election, he was like, nope, you gotta be on election day. Only go vote on election day because they're gonna rig it. This time around, he's like, nope, get your early ballots in. Go vote early if you can. So we'll see if that makes a difference. We'll definitely see if that changes anything. Because I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Drop those comments. Let me know what you think in the comment section. My chair is way too squeaky, guys. I need to get a better chair. I need to get a much better chair. A much better chair. Shu says, was Ryan really in BlackRock commercials? I saw something that said he was. It's kind of weird. Really weird that both of the people that tried to take out Trump, they were both in BlackRock commercials. That's really weird. I don't know what that means, but yeah, Fortnite Gang says, morning, what up, Fortnite Gang? Thunder Ducky says, yes, finding mercs for Ukraine too. Fortnite Pro says, hi, what up, Fortnite? What up, man? We just chilling. Talking politics in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. Da 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 da. I don't know what song that's from. The middle of the night. The middle of the night. Bam, 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 bam. Fortnite Pro says, I am a new subscriber. Well, thank you for subscribing, Fortnite Pro. I appreciate that. You the real MVP, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support. I was going to look up something. Let me see. I was going to go back over here. Go back over here. I was going to look up YouTube. Looking up YouTube. And let me see here. Let me see here. Can I watch that debate? I might get a copyright strike. I don't know. That's on CSM Insider News. Is there a C-SPAN feed? Debate 2024 C-SPAN? Is there a C-SPAN? Does it have the whole debate? ABC presidential debate on C-SPAN. I'll probably get a copy. How much you want to bet I'll get a copyright strike for that? Probably. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, boys. I would not doubt it. Let me throw you over here real quick. Let me bring up you guys over here. Spence, gotta go. See you again. Good night. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. You know what? Let's just, because we can, if I can figure out how to do this. 1 second, guys. Bear with me here. Okay, so, so we're going to minimize this. Boom. We're going to make this bigger. So this, guys, this little video we're going to watch, this is the ABC presidential debate simulcast on, I guess, CNN. I mean, not CNN, on C-SPAN. We're just going to skip to the good parts here. Come on, skip to the good parts. Are you actually going to talk? You actually going to talk? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, we got it up. I'm going to post this in the chat if you guys want to check it out for yourself. I'm assuming most people have already seen. What is this YouTube channel about? Fortnite Pro. I play Fortnite. I talk about politics occasionally. And that's, yeah, I play gaming stuff and I do what I do. So there's a link to the debate in the chat if you guys want to check it out for yourself. But let me pull this up. We're going to play a little bit of this, all right? We're going to play a little bit, watch a little bit.
With Election Day now less than 2
Election Day now less than.
President Kamala Harris, this is her first debate since President Biden.
First debate. Okay, get to the good stuff, boys. Get to the good stuff.
With the issue that never met.
President Trump won.
So let's see what they say here.
To deliver the final closing statement of the evening.
The final closing statement of the evening.
So let's now welcome the candidates to the stage. Vice President Kamala Harris.
Everybody's saying that this guy right here on the left, he's called Trump a Nazi like live on air. So already he's kind of like biased. This lady on the right, apparently she was part of Kamala's sorority back in college. So it already seems like it's a little bit biased. My brother's in the hospital. Dude, that sucks, man. Oh, that really sucks, bro. I remember you're the one guy's brother. Hopefully he's doing okay, man.
Donald Trump.
You want to tell me he can't do the interview for a couple months?
Kamala Harris.
So she walks over to him. That's the thing. She walks over to him. He doesn't walk over to her. She walks to him. Just saying. Just saying.
Let's have a good debate. Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you.
If you're
both
just popping in,
tonight.
guys, we're kind of
Good evening.
watching
We are
the
looking
debate
forward to a spirited and thoughtful debate.
that took place, and we're kind of talking politics and just kind of reading your guys' comments. I put a poll up in the chat that says Trump versus Kamala. Who wins the election? You can vote on that if you want.
So let's get started.
And yeah, we just kind
I
of
wanna
reading
begin
comments,
tonight with
watching
an
this.
issue that voters repeatedly say is their number one issue, and that is the economy and the cost of living in this country.
The cost of living in this country is the number one issue, one of the number one issues. Let's see what Kamala says about this, shall we?
Vice President Harris, you and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his
Thunder Ducky was in the chat. He popped up and he said something up there.
supporters, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4
Do
years
you
ago?
believe Americans? Let's see what she says.
I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about.
I don't think
lifting
she
up the
actually
middle class and
answers
working
the
people of
question at
America.
all. I think she
I
just
believe in the
avoids
ambition,
answering
the
it.
aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy.
An
Because here's the
opportunity
thing.
economy. The funny thing is, whenever she's asked the question, she goes back to the same talking point. Like, I thought maybe she just thought of it, but I was like, yo, it kind of feels like she's been talking about it, like she's rehearsed it time and time and time and time again in the mirror. It did not feel natural at all. And then, like, a day later, she went and had an interview with the reporter, and he asked the same question, and she gave the exact same response. So it's like she can't think on her feet. But, you know. And what's wrong with politics? Send him my best wishes, man. I hope he's doing okay.
Thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time, so that those young families can afford to
$6,000.
buy a crib, buy a
Where are we
car
getting
seat,
this money
buy
from?
clothes for their children.
Where are we getting this money from, guys?
One of them is small businesses. My mother raised my sister and me,
I don't think this has anything to do with anything.
but there was a woman who helped raise us. We call her our second mother. She was a small business owner. I love our small businesses. My plan is to give a $50,000.
The question was, do you believe Americans are better off economically than 4 years ago? That was the question.
to start up small businesses, knowing they are part of the backbone of America's economy?
The
My opponent, on the
backbone
other
of
hand,
America's
his plan
economy,
is to do
guys.
what
The
he has done
backbone.
before, which is to provide a tax cut for billionaires and big corporations, which will result in $5 trillion to America's deficit. My opponent has a plan that I call the Trump's sales tax.
People said that those earrings she's wearing were actually like Bluetooth, and like her team was feeding her lines. Turns out that was not true. So I'm just going to debunk that here in case you guys were still wondering. It wasn't true. They're not Bluetooth earrings.
20% tax on everyday goods that you rely on to get through the month.
And is the volume up loud enough? I could turn up the
Economists
volume
have
if
said
it's
that
not loud
that
enough.
Trump sales tax would actually result for middle-class families in about $4,000 more a year because of his policies and his ideas about what should be the
I don't know
backs of
about that. I don't know
middle-class
about all
people
that,
paying
lady.
for tax cuts for billionaires.
President Trump, I'll give you 2 minutes.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world.
Because they're ripping us
And
off, boys.
The tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because there was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've
Billions
left
of
the
dollars
tariffs
from
on.
China.
When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation.
Billions.
Look, we've had
They're
a
taking billions.
terrible economy because inflation has, which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history.
Her voice makes you cringe. Guys, if you are still watching, drop them comments down below. Also, vote on the poll. Let's check the results real quick. What do we got here? We got 60 people have voted so far. 72% say Trump. 28% say Kamala. So according to this poll, Trump's winning. It doesn't seem that close. Does not seem that close. Which seems kind of fishy because the media is saying that the race is neck and neck. But this poll, I mean, again, this is not super scientific, but this poll we got going on right now, Trump is at 72, Kamala's at 28. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you think? If you're just popping in, welcome to the stream. We're talking politics, late night politics. We're talking about Trump versus Kamala. Who's going to win? Who do you think should win? Who do you want to win? Why do you think Trump shouldn't win? Why do you think Kamala shouldn't win? Vice versa. Let me know in the comment section, or you can just vote on the poll. Keep scrolling. We're kind of watching the debate in the background. Just kind of have that going. Thunder Ducky says, popping out, in and out, editing together my Trump v. Kamala vid. You have great timing. Nice, man. Nice. So yeah, we're just kind of doing our thing here. Let me pull this video back up. Booyah. We're watching the debate.
We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things
Kind of
are
moderating
50,
a little
60,
bit over the
70,
top of it.
80% higher than they were just a few years
Did you guys
ago.
see the debate
This has
that went
been a
down? Did
disaster
you guys see that?
for the middle class, but for every class.
Some of you didn't watch
On
it. They're
top
like, I
of
can't
that,
watch
we
that.
have millions of people
It was something.
pouring into
It was
our
something, I
country
tell
from
you.
prisons and jails, from mental institutions and insane
I'm obviously pro Trump, right? I'm voting for Trump. But something I just didn't like in this debate was like her facial expressions. Like sometimes she's just there like this, like
by African Americans
like,
and Hispanics, and also unions. Unions are going to be affected.
she just,
very
I don't
soon.
know. She just,
And you see
I
what's happening.
don't
You
know,
see what's
guys. I
happening
don't
with
know.
Towns throughout the United States. You look at Springfield, Ohio. You look at Aurora in Colorado. They are taking over the towns. They're taking over buildings.
Taking
They're
over
going in
buildings.
violently. These are the people that she and Biden.
And she's gonna
led
say
into
like
our
they're not
country,
actually doing
and they're
that, but if
destroying
you
our
read the news
country.
articles,
They're
like
dangerous.
some
They're
gangs
at the
have
highest
taken over
level of
buildings.
criminality, and we have to get them out.
But
We have
she's
to
gonna
get 'em
say
out
that's a
fast.
lie?
I created one of the greatest economies in the history of our country. I'll do it again and even better.
We are going to get to immigration and border security during this debate.
And
but
border
I would like
security.
to-
If you're just popping in, welcome to the stream, guys. Glad you're here, glad you're watching. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button if you want to see more live streams like this, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date. I play Fortnite gaming vids. I kind of commentate on random politics and stuff.
let
And we
Vice
kind of
President Harris
have
respond
recently
on
started doing live streams like this
Well,
where we just kind
I
of
would
chat
love
with
to.
people late at
Let's
night and
talk
see what
about
you guys are thinking
Donald
about the
Trump
election.
Left us. Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression.
The worst unemployment.
Donald Trump
Okay,
left
sure,
us the
sure,
worst
lady.
Public health epidemic in a century. Donald Trump left us the worst attack on our democracy since
The question was, do you believe Americans are better off economically than 4 years ago? That was the question.
Civil War. And what we have done is clean up Donald Trump's mess. What we have
How have they cleaned up? Let's say Trump made a mess. How did they clean it up? Borders are open. We're funding like 2-3 different wars. Did I say economy sucks right now? I don't know if I said that. Inflation's high. How did we clean up Donald Trump's mess?
done, and what I intend to do is build on what we know are the aspirations and the hopes of the American people. But I'm going to tell you all in this debate tonight, you're going to hear from the same old tired playbook.
She's like, you're going to hear him lie, when all she did during that debate was
What
lie.
you're going to hear tonight is a detailed
She was basically
and
giving
dangerous plan called Project
a little sneak peek at what
2025
she was gonna
that
do during the
former
debate.
president
It's just
intentionally
lie.
planning if he were elected.
La, boys.
I believe very strongly that the American people want a president who understands the importance of bringing us together, knowing we have
Bringing
so much
us
more
together.
in common than what separates us. And I pledge to you to be a president for all Americans.
If you are watching this live, guys, drop
Everyone, I have
a
nothing to do-
comment
as you
down
know, and as she
below.
knows better than anyone, I have nothing to do with Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it purposely. I'm not going to read it. This was a group of people that got together. They came up with some ideas. I guess some good, some bad. But it makes no difference. I have nothing to do. Everybody knows I'm an open book. Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great.
If you guys are wondering what we're
economy like I did
watching, this is
before.
the
We
ABC
had the greatest
presidential
economy. We got
debate
hit with a pandemic.
that
And
took
the
place, what was
pandemic
it, like a week
not
ago or
since
something?
1917, where 100 million people died. Has there been anything like it? We did a phenomenal job with the pandemic.
Phenomenal
We handed them
job.
over a
Did a great
country
job.
where the economy and where the
So
stock
great.
market was higher
My
than
Trump,
it was
my Trump
before the
impersonation
pandemic
sucks,
came in.
guys.
Nobody's
I really
ever
need to
seen
work on
anything
that.
like it. We made ventilators for the entire world. We got gowns, we got masks, we did things that nobody thought possible. And people give me credit for rebuilding the military.
It's true, though.
They
I
give
don't
me
think
credit
people
for a
gave
lot of
Trump
things,
credit for
but not
COVID.
enough credit for the great job we did
I don't
with the
think they gave him
pandemic.
credit.
But the only jobs they got were bounce back jobs.
If
These were
Biden would have
jobs
been in
bounce
office when
back,
COVID
and
happened, I
bounce
think
back,
all
and
of
it
us would
went
still
to
be
their
wearing
benefit.
masks. All of us would
I
still
was
be
the one
hiding in
that
our
created them.
homes.
They know it, and so does everybody
Businesses would
else.
still be
Vice President Harris, I'll let
closed.
you respond.
So
That's what I think.
Donald
But what do
Trump
I
has
know?
no
I'm just a
plan for
Fortnite
you.
streamer. I'm just a Fortnite
And
streamer,
when you
guys.
look
What do
at
I know?
his economic plan, it's all about tax breaks for the richest people. I am offering what I describe as an opportunity economy.
An opportunity
And
economy.
The best economists in our country, if not the world, have reviewed our relative plans for the future of America. What Goldman Sachs
What
has
the
said
heck is an
that
opportunity
Donald
economy,
Trump's plan
guys?
would make the
Is that what we
economy
have right
worse,
now, an
mine
opportunity
would strengthen the
economy?
economy. What the Wharton School has said
Doesn't
is
feel like
Donald
it.
Trump's plan would actually explode the deficit. 16 Nobel laureates have described his economic plan as something that would increase inflation and by the middle of next year would invite a recession.
Would invite a
You just have
recession.
to look
I
at
don't
where
know
we
about
are
all
and
that,
where we
lady.
stand
I
on
really
issues.
don't
And
know
I'd
about
invite
all
you to
that.
know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
It's just a soundbite to give her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan.
A
It's great
brilliant plan. Guys, if you haven't already, vote on the poll we got going in the chat. We got 63 votes now. Started at 45 minutes ago, 63 votes. I asked the question, Trump versus Kamala. Who wins? Who wins, guys? You guys have voted, and out of 63 votes, 61% of you think Trump's going to win the election, and 29% of you think Kamala. Oh wait, it's changing. It's changing, guys. The votes are changing here. Trump is at 70, and Kamala's at 30. That's still a pretty big lead, guys. That's still a pretty big lead. If you're in the chat right now, if you're watching and you think Trump shouldn't be president, then state your case in the comments. Try to convince some people. Sway their vote. Why you think Kamala should win. Vice versa, guys. If you think Trump should win, try to convince the people in the chat why they should vote for Kamala. Vote for Trump. I know who I'm voting for. It's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious right here. Right here. But that's who I'm voting for. And we're just kind of watching the debate that happened between the two of these guys in the background while I read you guys' comments and wait for the results to come in.
plan.
So
It's a
that's
plan
kind of
that's
what we're
gonna
doing at the
bring
moment.
up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of good, solid
A lot of
money
good,
for our
solid
country.
jobs. We
Just
got to
to
make
finish off,
them jobs happen,
she
boys.
doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan. And
Copied
it's
Biden's
four
plan.
sentences like run, spot, run.
Uh,
4 sentences. That
we
are
gotta-
just, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
Mr. President,
It's
I
basically
wanna
just
drill down
copy and
on something
pasted
you both
from
brought
Biden's
up.
website.
The Vice President brought up your tariffs. You responded, and let's drill down on this because your plan is what she calls is essentially a national sales tax. Your proposal calls for tariffs, as you pointed out here, on foreign imports. across
Welcome to the
board.
live
You
chat.
recently
Remember to
said
guard your
you might
privacy
double
and
your
abide
plan,
by our
imposing
community
Tariffs
guidelines.
up to 20% on goods coming into this country. As you know,
Whoopsie.
many
Wrong
economists
button.
say that with
Wrong
tariffs
button,
at that
guys. Wrong
level,
button.
costs are then passed on to the consumer.
Oh, no. Where'd my
Vice
chat go?
President Harris has argued it'll mean higher prices on gas, food, clothing,
There we go.
medication, arguing it costs the typical family nearly $4,000 a year. Do you believe Americans can afford higher prices because of tariffs?
They're not going to have higher prices with
The thing is, like, if the tariffs weren't working, if the Biden and Kamala, you know, White House thought tariffs weren't working, they would have took the tariffs away, but they kept them in place. The tariffs Biden put on China, they're still in place. So if they thought they were such a bad thing, why didn't they take them away? Because they're making so much money. They're making so much cheddar. Cheddar, boys, cheddar. So, you know.
what's going to have and who's going to have higher prices is China and all of the countries that have been ripping us off for years.
Ripping
I
us
charge I
off
was
for
the only
years.
president
They're
ever.
ripping us off.
China was paying us hundreds of billions of dollars, and so were other countries. And, you know, if she doesn't like them, they should have gone out and they should have immediately cut the tariffs. But
Now,
those
see?
tariffs are there 3.5 years
That's what I
now
was saying.
under their administration. We are going to take in billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. They had the highest inflation perhaps in the history of our country because I've never seen a worse period of time. People can't go out and buy cereal or
And the
bacon
question was, do you believe Americans can afford higher prices due to tariffs? That was the original question.
or eggs or anything else. The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done. They've destroyed the economy. And all you have to do is look at a poll. The polls say 80 and 85 and even 90% that the Trump economy was great, that their economy was terrible.
Vice President Harris, I do want to ask for your response, and you heard what the president said there, because the Biden administration did keep a number of the Trump tariffs in place. So how do you respond?
Well, let's be clear that the Trump administration resulted in a trade
Is she gonna
deficit,
actually
one of the
answer the
highest we've
question?
ever seen in the history of America. He invited trade wars. You want to talk about his deal with China? What he ended up doing is under Donald Trump.
She asked them he asked them why are the tariffs still in place? And this is the answer she's giving. Apish says people are choosing Kamala because she's black or Indian or a woman or because she's a Democrat. They have no idea or are blocked to the problems we have in our country right now. I feel like don't get me wrong. I think there should be a woman president eventually, if they're qualified, if they can do the job, if they have a lot of experience. Sure, a woman should be president eventually. I don't think it should be Kamala because I think if Kamala gets in there, I don't think she's going to do a great job, and I think it's going to just make it so nobody's ever going to want to vote for a woman again because she's going to do such a bad job. So yeah, I think a woman should be president at some point, but it should not be Kamala. That's why I didn't vote for Hillary, because I was like, yo, woman president might be good, but not Hillary Clinton. Not Hillary Clinton. And I feel the same way with the Kamala. I'm like, yo, not Kamala, bro. Not Kamala. Don't just like put a woman in there just because she's a woman or black or whatever. Put her in there because she can actually do the job, because she has the experience. And if she could actually do the job, if she had good ideas and all this, why hasn't she, expressed those ideas to Biden? Because they're in the White House right now. Like they're in the White House. And they're not doing any of these things that they say, oh, I'm going to do this if I get elected. You're already in the White House, lady. You're already in the White House. She's far left, so no way is she qualified. And her running mate, Tim Walz, is like even more extreme than she is.
Presidency. He ended up selling American chips to China to help them.
Like pretty much
improve and
everything she
modernize
said
their
in the debate was
military.
just a lie. And she
Basically
was just
sold
saying
us
crap
out when
just
a
to try to get
policy
Trump
about
upset.
China should be in making sure the
In my
United
opinion,
States
she
of
blew her
America
chance.
wins
She
the
had like one
competition in the
chance
21st century.
to tell the
Which means
American people
focusing on the
what she's
details
going to
of
do
what
to
that
make America
requires,
better. She had one
focusing
chance
on
and she
relationships
wasted it
with our
all.
allies, focusing on investing in
Just trying to
American-based
poke the bear and
technology
make
so that
Trump
we can win the
angry.
race on AI, on quantum computing.
And she
Focusing
refuses to do
on
like
what
any
we need
interviews,
to
go
do
on
to
podcasts, go
support
talk to
America's
people,
workforce so
do
that
any
we
press
don't end up
junkets,
having
anything.
on the
So
short
like,
end of the stick
this is
in
probably the only
terms of
time people are going to
workers'
see
rights. But what
her
Donald
talk.
Trump did, let's talk about this, with
Except if
COVID,
they maybe
is he
watch like
actually
one of her
helped
rallies.
President Xi
But the rallies, all
for
she does
what
is say
he
the
did
same
during
thing at
COVID.
every
Look at
single
this tweet.
rally. just a
Thank
whole
you,
lot of
President
nothing.
Xi,
I watched part of one this
exclamation
morning.
point,
I was like,
when
yo,
we know that Xi
might
was
sound great on paper,
responsible
but
for lacking and not
take the
giving us
teleprompter away
transparency about the
and
origins of COVID.
she got nothing,
President
bro.
Trump, I'll let you respond.
First of all, they bought their chips from
These are
Taiwan.
these are
We
what the
hardly
Kamala
make chips
supporters
anymore
respond
because
to me.
of, philosophies like they have and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window.
And that's kind of
She's
true.
going
She has
to my
flip-flopped a
philosophy.
lot. She has flip-flopped on a lot of policies. It's like if she's with one group of people, she says one thing, and then she goes to a different group of people and she says the exact opposite thing. And it's like her opinion changes depending on what group she's with, even if it's the complete opposite thing that she said in the first group. It's like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? Like, if you think I should vote for Kamala, give me a reason why you think I should vote for Kamala. I am obviously pretty pro-Trump. I think I know who I'm voting for. But if you want me to change my mind, if you think people should not vote for Trump, then tell me why. And vice versa. If you think people should vote for Kamala, let me know. Let me know. She's hauling supporters paid to the rallies. Yeah, a lot of her rallies, people are just getting in buses and going there. Like she's got to round them all up and take them because nobody's going. They might be paid. They might be like, oh, it's free tickets. We'll give you a free Starbucks gift card if you come to this rally. And then she tells Trump, like, oh, people are leaving your rallies, Trump, because they're so bored. They're leaving early. When has anybody ever left a Trump rally early? Even when there was an assassination attempt on Trump, nobody ran away. They stayed there during an assassination attempt. When most people would have ran away, they stayed there. And she's trying to tell me, like, people are running away. People are, like, leaving early. I think she's talking about her own rallies because usually somebody goes to a rally. They stay there for, like, the musical talent, like Lizzo or whoever's there at her rally, and then they hear the person play, and then after the person plays, they maybe stay for 5 minutes longer, and then they all leave. So maybe she's just talking about herself. Maybe she's just projecting what happens at her rallies, you know? I don't know.
Now, in fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy, but if she ever got elected, she'd change it, and it will be the end of our country. She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well. But when you look at what she's done to our country, and when you look at these millions and millions of people that are pouring into our country monthly, where it's, I believe, 21 million people, not the 15 that people say.
It's true. There are a lot of people coming across the border illegally, and they're saying, like, oh, no, it's sealed up. No, it's not, lady. No, it's not. I don't even think she's ever been to the border. And the entire, like, 4 years or 3+ years she's been in the White House, I don't think she's visited the border once. Maybe one time, and it was, like, at a place that nobody was even crossing at. And she was like the border czar. She was in charge of the border. She visited it maybe once. Apish says, I don't understand what normal human beings can vote for her. They're all about lies. I don't know, man. I don't know. According to the poll, though, we got going.
21. That's bigger than New York State pouring in. And
According to the poll that we currently have in the chat, where is? Let me pull this up. Let me just do this real quick. We got 71 votes now, guys. 71 votes. I asked the question, Trump versus Kamala. Who wins the election? Who wins? So far, 71 votes are in. 69% of people say Trump is going to win the election, and 31% say Kamala is going to win the election. Kind of interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, it's not a scientific poll. People could have multiple accounts. Who knows? But, yeah, Trump's winning right now, according to the poll we got posted up in the chat. Also, we're watching the debate, kind of just a rerun of the debate. I got that link in the description if you want to watch the debate for yourself without my commentary. Some of you may have missed it the first time around, but I think it's important that people go back and watch this debate if you haven't, because it kind of showcases what each candidate's about. In my opinion, Kamala just spent her whole time trying to make Trump angry. She didn't give any of her policies, didn't say what she's going to do for the American people. She just tried to say, oh, Trump's bad, vote for me. I'm like, okay, lady, why should I vote for you? Oh, because Trump's bad? Okay, lady, okay. Beatrice Hernandez says, Trump, yep. So Beatrice wants Trump in the chat. Apish wants Trump in the chat. Thunder Duckies wants Trump in the chat. What is wrong with America wants Trump in the chat. If you guys want Kamala or Trump, post in the comment section down below, or you can hit that little poll button at the top. We got 40, no, not 40. We got 73 votes so far. Also, thank you so much for all of the new subscribers we've been getting. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers, guys. We just passed 6,000. 6,000! It's crazy. It's crazy. But honestly, though, like, I'm an open-minded person. If you think I should vote, or just anybody, if you think anybody should vote for Kamala, or if somebody should vote for Trump, like, post why you think so in the chat. I'm actually curious why people want to vote for Trump and why people want to vote for Kamala. That's why I'm doing this live stream, is because I want to see different points of views, and I want to kind of hear from the people and ask them directly why they're voting for Trump or why they're voting for Kamala. Richard says, Trump staged his own assassination. Okay. Whoa. Let's back up there, buddy. Let's back up there. Richard, what? You think Trump staged his own assassination? What? Okay, let's walk through this. Okay, let's walk through this real quick. Okay, so Trump, at the time, Biden was running against Trump. Biden was way down in the polls. Way down in the polls. Trump was way ahead. Okay? Trump was way ahead. And you're telling me that Trump, like, hired some guy to get on a roof, shoot him in the ear, narrowly missing his head by, like, millimeters, just so he would go higher in the polls? Like, I could see maybe if he was, like, really low in the polls and he was just losing support left and right, maybe somebody would try to pull something like that. But why would you do that when you're, like, in the lead? When you're basically at the finish line right there and the guy behind you is, like, way back, miles back. You're going to stage an assassination attempt. You know how many people you'd have to pay off or take out? And somebody actually died during that rally. So you're telling me Trump, like, that makes no sense whatsoever, man. Richard, I think, geez, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Like, if anything, you'd think, like, if they're going to fake it, why wouldn't they just have somebody shoot, like, the podium in front of Trump and be like, oh, somebody tried to assassinate him? It'd have the same effect. Why would they risk shooting Trump? Why would they risk that? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Some people said, oh, it was fake blood. It wasn't real. He actually didn't get hit. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, sure. Okay, if you think that was fake, then, buddy. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Richard, do you honestly think that was fake? Like, I genuinely want to know if you think that was fake. Because some people do think that it was fake and it wasn't real. I think some Americans are willing to gaslight themselves just because they hate Trump so much. That they are willing to gaslight themselves and believe that he faked his own assassination. I'm like, all right. I don't know. I got initial info from conspiracy pages. Well, that's your first problem, man. You gotta do research from all different kinds of pages. I personally don't think it was staged. No. Things don't add up. Things do not add up, bro. Things do not add up. Yeah. They don't add up. You gotta do your research, man. It was not staged. And somebody like 2 days ago tried to take him out again at his golf course. That was not staged either. They caught the guy. So, yeah. If you're just popping in, guys, welcome to the stream. We're chatting about Trump and Kamala. We're watching a little bit of the debate that's going. Well, it's not going on right now. It was a couple weeks ago, but we're kind of watching the debate. Carl said, could you please do a big fart into the mic? It's for my son. He's very ill, and he would make his day. I would recommend giving your son some orange juice and maybe some multivitamins. Beatrice says, right.
Trust you on the issue of abortion because you've changed your position so
So let's take a quick look at the poll we got going, guys. Josh says, Trump, W's for Trump. So we're going to look at the poll we got going in the chat. I asked the question, do you think Trump will, actually, no, I said Trump versus Kamala, who wins the election? 76 people have voted. 77 people have voted. Okay, keep the votes coming, guys. Keep the votes coming. It's in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. It's the white little thing up there in the chat. Vote on it. So far, 77 people have voted. The question was Trump versus Kamala, who wins? 66% of people say Trump wins the election. And 33% say Kamala wins the election. It's kind of going a little back and forth, a little back and forth. So far, Trump is ahead by a lot. Trump's ahead by a lot. Again, this is not a scientific poll. People could have multiple accounts. You know, there could be bots, whatever you want to say. Okay, this is just a silly YouTube chat poll. All right, but Trump's winning right now, and that's the thing. Like the media's trying to tell me that they're like neck and neck. It's so close. It's so close. Well, why is this poll? I mean, again, it's not scientific, but this poll's a little bit more like, yo, Trump's gonna win. I don't know. Let's read the chat again. Who do we got in the chat? We got Carl Matter says, could you please? No, I read that comment. Like I said, Carl, give your kids some orange juice, some multivitamins. That's gonna help a lot more than farting in a microphone. What's Wrong with America says it was a 50-mile pursuit that ended in New Fort Lauderdale. 50 miles, dang! They chased him down 50 miles. That's crazy. Carl says, honestly, who needs Pew Research polls when we have this chat? It's true, man. It's true. It's true, Carl. This is probably more legit than the last election. Well, I'm just kidding, guys. Come on. YouTube, don't shut me down. Okay, government's gonna be like, shut him down. He's spreading disinformation. He's saying the last election was rigged. Shut him down. Guys, come on. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Okay. Come on. Philip says, you do know. What do I know, Philip? Tell me what I do know. What do I know, Philip? You're in the hot seat, man. Philip Blackman. What do I know? I'm on the edge of my seat right now. What does Philip know that I don't know? What does Philip know? Tell me what I don't know, bro. Let's keep this little video going here.
The plan is,
let me know if the audio is too low or not loud enough or too loud. Again, I posted the link in the chat if you guys want to check this little debate out for yourself. Philip says, you do know Trump won the last time. That's the thing, though. I mean, he won the first time around. Last election, when he ran again, people saying Biden won. And maybe Biden did win. Okay, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Trump basically said, hey, let's look into it. Let's take some time. Let's go count some votes again. Let's look into it. I just want to make sure it's fair and square. And people didn't want to do that. And, moving on. We moved on. And now we're here. So now it's our second chance, or I guess third chance, to put Trump back in the White House. So here we are. And if people don't want Trump in the White House, they should go out and vote for Kamala. That's what they should do. They shouldn't take matters in their own hands and try to take anybody out because they're morons. You solve it at the ballot box. There is no room for political violence of any kind. No violence at all. We don't want violence. We don't want any of that. Nobody on the right is trying to take the other side down like that. No, we're going to just win at the ballot box, and that's how we want to do it, and that's how it should be done. So I'm going to make that very clear right now. That's how it should be done. Whether you think the last election was rigged or not, that election's gone. It's done. We're on a new election now. And if you want Trump to win or if you want Kamala to win, you got to get out and vote. If you sit home, then don't be saying, oh, well, No, if you sit home and don't vote, then that's on you, okay? You have no skin in the game. You have no opinion. And you can't be like trash talking anybody. Go vote if you want the other person not to win. That's what I got to say. These fools trying to rig everything. Maybe, man. I don't know. COVID was crazy tool in my mind. Yeah, the thing is, I think COVID was real. I think, a lot of people unfortunately died from it worldwide. Big pandemic. Now it's like more of a cold. It's more of like a really bad cold, kind of like Trump said it would be. It would kind of simmer out. People's immune systems would catch up, and it's kind of, and maybe people will argue, well, it's because the vaccine is out now and everyone's vaccinated and whatever. But back then, we didn't really know what was going on, and they don't give Trump enough credit for what he did. He got the vaccine out there. He didn't mandate anybody had to take it. He's like, I'm not going to mandate it. It's there if you want it. Ask your doctor, make your own choice. He didn't mandate masks. So he kind of left it up to the people and the governors and stuff, and it was like on a state-by-state, case-by-case basis type thing. But people don't give it enough credit. We were like making ventilators for other countries. We're making masks for other countries. he did a lot of good things during COVID, and yeah, he didn't do everything perfect. And in hindsight, yeah, he could have done some things better. But if, it's easy to look back and say, oh, well, we know this now, and he screwed up back then. Well, he was listening to the experts back then, like Fauci and all of them, so maybe they screwed up. Maybe it wasn't Trump, all right? If Biden was in office during COVID, we'd probably still all be wearing masks, probably still be inside, probably still be only doing mail-in ballots. I feel like, yeah, maybe they used the mail-in ballot things to kind of rig some things. Who knows? The fact that they wouldn't allow the information about Hunter Laptop's Biden to be published on like Twitter and Facebook, and they said it was Russian disinformation. That in itself, people said, changed the election by 27%. Like, if people would have known it wasn't fake news and Russian disinformation, if they would have known that laptop was real, it could have changed 27% of the vote. That's what people said. So let's take the whole thing about, oh, they were hacking into the voting machines and all that. Take all that, throw it out the window, okay? Just the fact that they took the stories like the Biden laptop and swept them under the rug and said it's fake news. That's what was shady about it. But that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a Fortnite streamer. UP says the demons were opposed to Trump closing the county when they did. The swamp. We got to drain that swamp, boys. We know who the swamp is now. He shined a little spotlight on the swamp. We didn't really throw a lot of people out, but now we know who the swamp monsters are, boys. We know who the swamp monsters are. So this time around, we got to make some stuff happen. We got to do and honestly, I'll say I don't care. Just make the economy better. Like Trump said it himself. He's not about getting revenge. Our revenge is going to be having a great economy, getting jobs back. Our success is going to be our revenge. And I can get behind that. I can get behind that. Meanwhile, you got the Democrats trying to throw people in prison because I guess they can. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty crazy. If you guys are watching, vote on the poll we got going up top on the screen. Vote on the poll. Let me know if you think Trump's going to win or Kamala's going to win the election. So far, Trump is winning by a landslide as far as the poll goes. We're also watching the debate in the background. Local votes matter the most, I believe. I'm stuck with the Newsom guy. Gavin Newsom? Oh, so you're from California then, right? Or as Trump calls them, Gavin Newscum. Yeah, so you're from California. Okay, yeah. I've heard some crazy things about California. And people say California is basically 5 years ahead of the rest of the country. So if the rest of the country is going to be California by the end of her possible next presidential run, by the end of 4 years, it's going to be as bad as California, then bro. Burnt the Priest says Kamala Harris is currently the vice president. She hasn't done anything in the last 4 years. It's true. She's already in the White House. And some can argue, well, the vice president doesn't really have any power. The vice president is just there in case something happens to the president, and then it's their job to step in. Some can argue that, right? But in my opinion, the vice president is supposed to be there to support the president, to kind of get things done, to kind of have those hard conversations and go back and forth and be like, how are we gonna help the American people? How are we gonna make people's lives better? That to me is what the vice president is supposed to do. And they made it very clear when Biden first got into office that Kamala Harris was in charge of the border. She was the border czar. She was in charge of making the border crisis better. And now it's like, oh no, she wasn't actually the border czar. She had nothing to do with the border. Blah, blah, blah. No, okay, because on every single news network back then, Kamala was in charge of the border. But now she's not. She wasn't. Because why is that? Shouldn't she be proud of the border? No, she shouldn't, because the border's like Swiss cheese and it's her fault. Also, the war with Ukraine that got started, pretty sure it was her fault, kind of in a roundabout way, because she went 3 days before the war started, tried to, talk to Zelensky and said, you know what, we're thinking about bringing Ukraine into, into NATO. And Putin was like, yeah, you shouldn't really do that. We don't want that at our doorstep. Don't do that. And she was like, yeah, we're really thinking about it. Well, how about we do that? And then Putin was like, okay, we're going to invade then. We're going to go in. And she's trying to make us believe yo, I'm such a great negotiator. If you're such a great negotiator, lady, then how come when you went to negotiate with Putin and stuff and Zelensky in Ukraine that 3 days after you left, the war started, if you're such a great negotiator? Riddle me that, Batman. Riddle me that. Byrne says, I personally don't care who's the president because I know that there's 3 branches of government and they have checks and balances. The president is not all powerful. Exactly. Exactly. And Trump was president for 4 years once already. Nobody got nuked. We weren't going to war with anybody. He sent some mean tweets to Kim Jong-un calling him Little Rocket Man and stuff. And that was basically it. That was basically it. And I'll be honest, I voted for Trump the first time and I was a little nervous. I'm like, this guy's kind of a loose cannon. He's kind of a loose cannon. I don't know what to expect. I was getting a little bit nervous when he was sending those tweets to Kim Jong-un. I was like, I don't know what's happening. And then nothing happened. So like this time around, I'm like, yo, okay, Trump was in there. Nothing bad happened. The economy was better. My bank account looked better than it does now. So like, I'm not really worried about Trump being in office again. Like all those worries I had the first time around, those are gone. I'm like, I saw what Trump did, even during COVID, even during a global pandemic. And we're still here. He wasn't a dictator. We were getting along. Economy was great. Gas was low. Groceries were low. Border was closed up. And now what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at a lot of poop. And if you're in California, definitely you're looking at a lot of poop. People pooping on the streets. There's even an app where you can track how many people are pooping on the street. It's crazy, guys. It is crazy what's going on. It is crazy. If you guys think I'm wrong, post in the comments why you think Kamala is the better choice. I'm actually really curious to know. Also, vote on the poll up top. We got it right behind me. Right behind me. I don't know if you can see who's winning right now. Let's take a little peek real quick. Also, Byrne says, question, do you know why they charge citizens from a proper noun to a common noun in the 4th Amendment? Do you know why they changed the word citizen from a proper noun to a common noun in the... I do not. I can't say that I do. Paul says, LGBTQ, let's get back to Trump quickly. That's kind of funny. Paul. That's kind of funny. People got to learn how to laugh sometimes, guys. Everyone's so serious these days. It's like, you can't say that. You can't say that. No. Lock him up, bro. Shadow ban. Guys, people used to be able to joke about some stuff. Everyone's so serious these days. Like, you got to laugh at stuff sometimes, guys. You got to laugh. You got to learn to laugh, all right? You got to learn to laugh like Kamala. Laugh like Kamala, all right? You think I just fell out of a coconut tree? Okay. Oh, Lord. I tell you what, boys. Hoo-hoo. Actually, you know what? I think we should look up some... I got my Steam games in the background over there. I think we should look up Kamala flip-flopping. Let's look that up and see if anything pops up. Oopsie, wrong button. Well, hold up, guys. Hold up. Let me back up real quick. So sick of all this Kamala come in November. Illegals get to packing. Yeah, I don't think Kamala's kicking anybody out. Just randomly laugh with Kamala. Yeah, If Kamala teaches us anything, just learn how to laugh, guys. Just learn how to laugh. That's something Kamala has taught me. Just learn how to laugh. A person says, far left can say anything, but when we say something, they get insulted. If we say anything, yeah, it's true. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Let me see here. Is there like a Trump? I'm going to say Trump. I'm going to type in Trump. Trump ad. Trump's got some pretty good ads. Let me see here. Let me look if I can find any. Campaign ads. A lot of them are for Biden now. So Trump spent a lot of money on, Biden. And then they just like, nah, Biden's not running anymore. We're going to put the person who didn't get a single vote and only got 2% of the vote when she ran for president. We're going to put her in charge of, she's going to be next in line. Okay. Getsu says, yeah, Kamala depends on those votes. What votes? Yeah. Far left can say, yeah, I read that comment. You should also Google the legal definition of a monster. I know it sounds crazy, but very informative. We could do that. We could do that. Is there actually any ads? Oh, values haven't changed ad. Let's watch this. Let's watch the Trump values haven't changed ad. All right. This is from the Jim Heath channel. Don't know who he is, but I'm going to post it in the chat if you guys want to check out his channel for yourself. Posting that in the chat right there. And we're just going to bring this up. And we're going to watch this campaign ad about
This is the Jim Heath channel playlist of 2024 campaign ads.
My values have not changed.
Reduce red meat specifically.
Yes.
The Boston Marathon bomber. They should be able to vote.
I think we should have that conversation.
Abolish ICE.
Yeah.
Would you ban offshore drilling?
Yes, and I'm in favor of banning fracking. I am prepared to pass a Green New Deal. I support a mandatory buyback program. We're not going to treat people who are undocumented
She's a little flip-flop.
as criminals. The idea that more police equals more safety, that's just wrong.
Policing, as we know, goes all the way back to slave patrols and that idea.
You are absolutely right.
Where do you stand on defund the police?
We need to take a look at these budgets.
Do you ban plastic straws?
I think we should.
70 to 80%
we're going to ban plastic straws. Okay.
tax rate.
Is that really the top of our priority list?
Chipping now to the Minnesota Freedom Fund.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? Yeah, I am radical.
How did you see that video of it? She's like, yeah, like, how dare we say Merry Christmas? And then, like, the very next clip, she's like, Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, man. Oh, boys. I tell you what, boys. I tell you what. I don't know about all that, boys. I don't know about all that. Let me just pop this little picture up real quick. Bam! Making America great again. The votes of illegals, they just passed a law allowing anyone here for 5 years are allowed to vote. Anyone here for 5... Did they just pass a law? I'd have to look into that. Bucket says, makes more sense than a lie about eating cats. Well, okay, let's talk about the eating cats thing, all right? Let's talk about that. So, during the debate, Trump was like, have you seen what's going on in Ohio? I'm pretty sure it's Ohio. They're like, the illegal immigrants, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the pets. Is that true or not? I don't know. There's been conflicting reports. Some people said, oh yeah, I saw them barbecuing a cat the other day. Other people are saying, oh, I saw somebody in a minivan and they had like 60 cats. Is that real or not? I don't know. These are just reports from people that live there. People can make up whatever. If I say the moon's made of cheese, does that mean it's made out of cheese? I don't know. But there have been some reports and some videos that have come out of some people eating some stuff. I know there have been some articles I've seen that there have been people like getting ducks from local ponds, like duck and geese from ponds. They haven't really said too much about the cats and the dogs thing, but I think that was just Trump's way of like, kind of like getting under everybody's skin and being like, what did he just say? And then they actually go out and look into it. Whereas if he would have just said, yo, they're grabbing ducks out of the pond, everyone would be like, okay, not a big deal. People go duck hunting, not a big deal. But because he said that, it kind of brought the conversation back to immigration, and that made immigration like the number one thing people are talking about now. So I think that was his plan, was to kind of bring it back, because Kamala is really bad when it comes to immigration. So I think he's kind of a genius for saying that. Do I think people are actually eating cats? I don't know. I do know that some people, you know, where they came from, some people consider cats a delicacy in different countries and different places. They eat cats, they eat dogs, they eat octopuses. You know, people have different tastes. In America, that's kind of really frowned upon because dogs and cats are our pets. But other places, it's kind of not as unusual to do it. So I don't know. You'd have to look into it for yourself, guys. I don't know. I don't live there. But I have seen some reporting that some people have said, like, yeah, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, but I don't know. I mean, it could just be people that, some people might just be living there and they just are upset that some of the people are getting more benefits than they are. Like, they're getting $500 a month for groceries and stuff, and Americans aren't. So maybe they're just pissed off and they're like, yeah, they are eating the cats, and they're just making stuff up just to like try to get them out of there because they're upset and they're pissed about it. I don't know. But I thought it was kind of a funny line, I'll be honest. And it did bring the conversation back to illegal immigration. And reporters are going down there to kind of investigate what's happening with the immigration, because I think from what I've heard, the town they're talking about in Ohio, like the population is like around 50,000, right? 50,000 people live there. And now there's like 20,000 illegal immigrants that have been kind of shipped there over the past 5 years, I think. And that's kind of a big number. Like, there was 50,000, and now there's, maybe a third of that now of illegal immigrants that have been put there. And there's going to be some kind of conflict between things because people have different, so I don't know. You have to look into it for yourself. I thought it was kind of a funny line. I thought a bunch of funny memes came out because a lot of funny AI-generated memes came out. It's kind of funny. But you have to do your own research, guys. I don't know if they're actually eating cats in Ohio. I don't. But, got to do your own research. Whether they are or they aren't, there's still a lot of people coming across the border. And I don't think we're doing a really good job of vetting those people. And let's say 100% of the, let's just say for argument's sake that 100% of the people that have come across the border, the 10 plus million people that have come across the border, let's say all of them are 100% fine. There's no terrorists, there's nothing, they're just hardworking people that want a better life. Let's say that, okay? And that might be fine. That might be great and dandy, but you know what? Our infrastructure is not set up to handle that many new people. It's not. That's like the equivalent, and I've said this before, that's like the equivalent of getting a power strip, plugging it into an outlet. All the outlets are full. And instead of being like, this outlet, we don't want to break it. It's overloaded right now. All the plugs are full. Instead, we're like, no, let's plug in another outlet. Let's plug in another power strip. We got room. We plug in another power strip. Oh, look at that. That one's full. Oh, you know what? Let's just plug in another power strip. Let's plug in another. And it's all coming out of that one little circuit. Eventually, that thing's going to overload and the whole system's going to burn down. And that's kind of what's going on. So all these people might be good people. Maybe none of them are terrorists. Maybe they're just here because they want a better life. But we cannot handle it. We don't got the housing for it. We don't got the budget for it. And that's what I think. So let's say that they're fine. They're perfectly fine. And they might be. I'm all for illegal immigration. I don't like illegal immigration. If the first thing you're doing here is breaking the law by entering our country illegally, then that doesn't really bode well for if you're going to be following the rules. But what do I know? I'm just a Fortnite streamer, guys. I'm just a Fortnite streamer. Come on. I'm just a Fortnite streamer. Give me a break here, okay? That's just my perspective. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Make up your own decisions. Let's look at the chat, guys. What do we got here? The votes of illegal... Excuse me. Let's see. Makes more sense than a lie about the cats. This sounds like the same as Biden campaign flip-flops just to get the votes. Vance himself said it was a lie. Ohio is eating pets. Haitians, particular, is what's reported. I mean, there could be reports about anything. Yeah, nobody plays when pets get involved. They aren't illegal at all. They were specifically asked to come here. They here to work for jobs, Bucket says. Yes, the illegal immigrants get 10 times more benefits than illegal Americans. I think that's what people are upset about is, some people getting free housing, free apartment buildings, free rent. And meanwhile, Americans are working like 2-3 jobs, barely scraping by. And then they look next door and there's somebody just walking across the border illegally and now they got a nice apartment. I think some people are just kind of upset because it doesn't really seem fair. You got veterans that have lost their legs and limbs and gotten body parts blown off during a war to protect our country. And they're not getting that great of benefits. But people that just walked across the border, they're getting free stuff. It just doesn't seem like it's a fair thing. So I don't know. Again, I am for legal immigration. I'm for when people go through the process, they sign up, they become citizens. I'm all for that. But it seems like those people that are going through the correct process, the legal process, it seems like the people that are just walking across, they're skipping the line in front of them. So these people have been, going through the process for years, doing the paperwork, learning about America. And then somebody just you know what, move out of my way, I'm coming through, and they just skip the line. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe they're good people. I don't know. Probably are. Most of them are probably good people, but let's say 10 million people come across. 10 million have come across that we know about. Probably a lot more. Even if 1% of those people or 0.5% of those 10 million are not so great people and they want to harm us, that's still a lot of people that could be doing some shady stuff. So I just think we need to vet people better and maybe work on our infrastructure before we let people in. It's the same reason why you lock your doors at night. You don't just leave your doors open with a big sign that says, "Come on in, guys, I'm sure it'll be fine." No, you lock your doors at night. You lock your doors at night. Let's see here. Baldwin says, you know they're not eating pets. Zombie Getsu says, true buckets, a lot of companies give work visas to immigrants without any help outside of a job, so then invest in infrastructure bills. Express is known for this. Take another Adderall. Again, it's not illegal. Public housing has helped millions. You tried to turn everything into a conspiracy. How do I try to? What are you talking about? I'm not turning nothing into a conspiracy. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Let's ask the chat, guys. Let's ask the chat. Okay, we got 89 votes so far in the little poll up there. 89 votes. Okay, I asked a question: Trump versus Kamala. Who's gonna win? We have 89 votes. Go vote on that poll. So far, 66% of people say Trump is going to win, and 34% of people say Kamala is going to win. Again, it's not a scientific poll. People could have multiple accounts. There could be bots. It's not scientific, okay? But so far, Trump is winning. What does that mean? I don't know if it means anything. It's just a fun little silly YouTube poll. You justify everything Trump says. I mean, I am voting for Trump. I feel like Kamala supporters justify everything Kamala says. So I think what I'm saying makes sense. 5 years ago, people still believed jet fuel could melt steel. Conspiracies are becoming more than true. Wait, conspiracies are becoming more true than what's on the news. Speak facts so far. And this isn't even stuff Trump said. Everything I just said about immigration, that's just my point of view. About the whole power strip and just plugging more power strips into more power strips in one outlet without having an infrastructure. That takes time to build. And meanwhile, we have people living on the streets. We have a very big homeless crisis. Just look at California. We have plenty of people we need to help here. Plenty of Americans we need to help here. And now we're just going to pile 10 million more people when we don't have the money to do that, and inflation is going crazy and we're funding all these wars right now. Did you guys know that just the interest on our debt is more than the entire budget for the military every year? Just the interest that we pay on our debt, our national debt, is bigger than the entire military budget. Just the interest. But yeah, we can totally afford to have 10 million new people come across the border, and, we can totally afford that. We can totally afford to give Ukraine $200 billion to fund a war that they're never going to win because Russia's never going to give up. We totally have the money for that. And they just expect the American people and their tax money to pay for all that. Why didn't we, spend $200 billion on infrastructure for our country, building roads, building new houses, healthcare, trying to fix the homeless crisis? No, let's just burn all that money, send it to Ukraine. That sounds like a great idea. But what do I know? I'm just a Fortnite streamer, guys. I'm just a Fortnite streamer. What do I know? Tim McCormick says, if both parties were honest, I'd say it's worth voting. The people lose every time. I think Trump's more honest than Kamala. Kamala seems to flip-flop on everything. And Trump actually has a record. Like, Trump came into office and he did, as far as I know, most of the things he said he was going to do the first time around. And he did that while he was under investigation after investigation about the Russia hoax that was fake. And people trying to impeach him, which they exceeded a lot of the time. And he got all that done, even with a lot of people that weren't great in his cabinet. And he still managed to seal up the border, bring down inflation, create jobs, get us through COVID. Second time around, if he's elected, I think it's going to go even better than the first time.
Thanks for subscribing.
So, who just subscribed, guys? Who just subscribed? Boom.
Up to date.
We got Frank Poloni. Frank, thank you for subscribing, bro. I appreciate it. Shout out to Frank. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We've been shout out to all the new subscribers. We've been getting a lot lately. We just passed 6,000. We are well on our way to 7,000. We're probably going to hit 10,000 before the end of this year. It's pretty crazy. What else we got in here? Everyone is human. We all are flawed. It's true. I don't think Trump's Jesus. Trump's got plenty of flaws. Trust me. I think Trump's an idiot a lot of the time. He says a lot of stupid stuff. But do I think he knows how to run a company? Yeah, I do. Do I think America was better when he was president? Yeah, I do. Do I think my bank account looked better when he was president? Yeah, I do. Do I think the border was a lot better, in better shape? Immigration was in better shape when he was in president? Yeah, I do. Do I think we weren't really fighting any wars with people when he was president? Yeah, I do. And some will argue, well, we're not fighting any wars now. It's like, yeah, but we are funding a lot of them. Were we funding any wars? You know, there was Iraq, and we finally got out of Iraq. That really went well. Biden really did that one well, guys. We left billions of dollars worth of military equipment, just left it there. And now the Taliban has it. And probably they sold a lot of it to you know, Hamas fighting Israel. And, geez, it's just... But nobody got fired because of it. Nobody got fired. Everyone's just like, yeah. It happened. It was great. We ended the war. It was great. And nobody got fired. But they're like, oh, Trump had such bad people in his cabinet. He just fired everybody. Yeah, because if someone's not doing their job, if he's not happy with the job they're doing, they get fired. Meanwhile, you got Kamala and Biden. They just put somebody in there and they don't want to fire anybody because it's going to make their you know, presidency look bad if they fire anybody. So Trump's like, I don't care if I look bad. I'm going to fire this guy because he don't know what he's doing. And then you got Kamala over here with Biden, and they're like, well, you know what? Psh, yeah, Afghanistan, Iraq, yeah, we did a great job on that. Let's move on. Next question. Trump's bad. Orange man bad. Bad. What you going to do for our country, Kamala? How you going to fix things? Oh, Trump's bad. Trump's a racist. Trump's a white supremacist. Trump. Okay, yeah, but what are you going to do, Kamala? What are you going to do to fix things? What do you mean fix things? Things are amazing. According to the press secretary, things are just going fine, guys. Things are going great. Economy's booming. Jobs are up. Things are going great. Okay, sure. Sure they are. They're going fantastic. I really believe that. The same people that told me Biden was as sharp as a tack behind closed doors and Biden was just really good at what he does. Then they have the debate with Trump and they're like, oh, Biden's really not doing great. We need to remove him from office and Kamala needs to run because we didn't know it was this bad. Yeah, I'm supposed to believe that media? Okay, sure. Okay, all right. Let me see here. Zombie says, big facts, Tim, but Trump said, she shed the light on the corruption. That alone gets my vote. Maybe, just maybe, more will be revealed. Yeah, I'll be honest, like back in the day, before I really started paying attention to politics and before Trump started running, I believed everything in the media. Like if they said it on CNN, on Fox, CSNBC, I was like, okay, that's really going on. I'm like, why would the media lie about something? And then Trump started running for office. And they would say things about Trump, and Trump would be like, I never said that. Or they took one little soundbite and said, I said this when I didn't. And he would just point it out, like, how dishonest they were being. And I'm sure some media is fine. I'm sure they actually report some of the news correctly. But everybody has their own narrative that they want to get across to the American people. Everybody has their own point of view. If you look at Fox, it's very much pro-Republican and, oh, Trump's great and everything, even though Fox, not so much anymore. You look at CNN and they're like, oh, Biden's great, Kamala's great. Everybody has their own way. It could be the same exact news story, but they're going to spin it the way they want to spin it. And I didn't really realize that until Trump started pointing it out. And I started actually watching Trump rallies myself instead of just sound bites on Fox News and CNN. I'm like, I watched the entire rally. I know what Trump said in that rally. I know what kind of sarcasm he was using, if he was joking. And I know what context it was in. And then I go watch CNN's reporting. I go and watch Fox's reporting, CSNBC's reporting. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to take the word from the person who actually said it. So I think, yeah, you're right. It did shine a spotlight on a lot of the corruption. And it's kind of hard for the news networks now because they can't just lie to people anymore. Back in the day, you had to rely on newspapers and the news and cable. Now it's like there's podcasts out there. There's X. There's social media. And if somebody's lying, we have first-hand accounts from people that were actually there that can post on Twitter and show videos and show evidence of like, hey, the media didn't actually get it right. Back then, you didn't know about it. We just had to take people's word for it. So the media was probably corrupt back then. We just didn't know how bad until now because of social media and everything. So yeah, it's a crazy world we're living in, boys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. What are we seeing here? I'm going to read you guys' comments. Bucket says, Trump, the election denier, more honest than Kamala, the legal prosecutor. Trump said he wanted to make sure everything was just like the election was fair. So yeah, he questioned it. If you're playing football and there's a play that's really close, if there's really close play, you talk to the ref, you look at the instant replay. They go out, they measure the field, they watch the replay, they discuss it. Then they figure out, okay, who actually got the yards, who got the point, who got the touchdown, where was his feet, was he in bounds, was he out of bounds? You do that in football, but you can't do that for the election, for like the most important job in America. Okay, yeah. And that's denying the election? No, that's asking questions, man. That is asking questions. If Biden would have lost by just a smidgen, I'm sure Biden would have done the same thing. When Al Gore lost to George W. Bush, he did the same thing. And for like a couple days, they were counting chads and they were having to recount votes and all this stuff. And for a while, we didn't know who the president was for a short period of time. And that was fine back then. But like questioning things now, that's out of the question. No, if Biden did that, it would have been fine. Like it's like a two-way street, guys. It's a two-way street. You can't have it both ways. The same way how, they're trying to throw Trump in jail because of the fact that he had some documents at his golf course, when Biden has documents in his unsecure garage. And they're letting Biden go because they're saying Biden, well, he's not all there mentally. He can't remember things because he's old. He can't be in front of a lawyer because he can't remember certain facts. They're basically saying Biden's an idiot. So we're not going to charge him because he just can't remember. But Trump, yeah, he can remember. So Biden can't go in front of a lawyer and answer questions in front of a jury, but he can run the country? Okay. All right. Adds up to me, right? Adds up to me. It'll get better, but prepare for the black backlash that comes along after. If you reach into the richest pocket, do you expect then not to take it back? If you reach into the rich's pockets, do you expect them not to take it back? Interesting. Philip says, had people falling off planes. Yeah, when they tried to pull out of, there were people dude. And they just gave up that Air Force base. They just gave up, I think it was Bagram Air Force Base. They just gave it up. That was a very strategic base. And they gave it up. And now the Taliban owns it. So like, yo. Buddy. But did anybody get fired because of it? Nope. Scotty says, Kamala is trash. Scotty, you might be right, you might be wrong. I don't know. But I'll tell you who I'm voting for. Gooch Panooch. I like the name Gooch Panooch. World War III gonna happen? What do you think? I think we're closer now to World War III than we've ever been before. I really do. And I think, if Kamala can't even have a conversation with like a reporter or go off script at all with a reporter, I'm really supposed to believe she can like handle Putin and Kim Jong-un when she can't even handle a reporter asking questions. Yeah, I don't know about that. Nope. Kamala won't do a damn thing if you think she will. You are severely brainwashed. The thing is, like, Trump's got the proof. Trump got the receipts. Trump was in office for 4 years. There were a lot of people trying to throw him in prison and impeach him and do all this stuff, saying he was in cahoots with Vladimir Putin and all this stuff. And he still, even through all of that, got stuff done. Okay, you have that. You know how the economy and stuff was back then. And now you fast forward to today, and you're trying to make us believe, you're trying to gaslight us and make us believe that the economy and all that's better now under Biden, and that it's going to be better, even more better, under Kamala. Kamala is basically Biden 2.0. If you look at Kamala's campaign website, it's basically just copy and pasted policies from Biden. And the ones that aren't copy and pasted, she just took from Trump, like the no tax on tip thing. And she came out with some policies where people in her own party said they were really bad policies, like in her own party. You got Elon Musk, arguably one of the smartest people in the world. He's literally sending rockets to the moon. Rockets are landing on, these little landing pads in the ocean. He's doing great things with electric cars. Arguably one of the smartest people in America, in the world. And he's voting for Trump, even though he didn't like Trump the first time, but he's voting for Trump now. You got Bobby Kennedy Jr. that was running for president as a Democrat, but Biden was like, nope, can't do that. I'm running as a Democrat. Sorry, get out of here. So he had to run as an independent. And now he is dropping out of the race and endorsing Biden. I mean, not Biden, he's endorsing Trump. Even though he's said openly that, there's a lot of things I don't like about Trump. We disagree on a lot of things. But Bobby Kennedy Jr. says Trump is the best choice. He is the best step forward to actually making Americans' lives better. So I'm going to listen to those guys. I'm not going to listen to the people on the news that say things are great when I can look at my bank account, when I can see what's happening with the business I'm a part of, how we're having to cut jobs, cut staff, cut funding. Even Walmart's, they had to cut pay, starting pay at Walmart. I think Big Lots just went bankrupt, which is like a big furniture outlet store. But everything's going great. Okay, all right. I don't think so. I can see with my own eyes. I don't have to have CNN interpret things for me. I can see what's going on. I can just open my window. I can see what's going on, guys. Yes, I do think we are closer to World War III than we've ever been before. Oma says everyone should read Public Opinion by Walter Lippmann. He was a Tavistock propagandist, also Propaganda by Edward Bernays. Really good book. I'll have to look into it, man. I'll have to look into it. Bucket says not even close to World War III. We're not nowhere near close as we got with the Cuban Missile Crisis. Bro. Russia invaded Ukraine. There's wars going on in Israel. China might invade Taiwan. We're just thinking about it. You got 10 million people coming across the border, some of which are probably terrorists. Not all of them, but some of them are probably. You got inflation through the roof. The U.S. dollar is on the verge of collapsing. Are just the interest on our national debt is more than the entire military budget. People can't afford homes. People are working 2-3 jobs. If Trump would have got assassinated the first time around, we probably would be in a civil war right now. And, so either like a civil war might be coming, God forbid, hope that does not happen. If Kamala gets elected, I hope things go fine. I hope nothing happens. I really do. Same with Trump. If Trump gets elected, I hope people just, maybe they're upset, but I hope they don't resort to violence. We don't need any of that in America or anywhere else. But yeah, we're pretty close. Like tensions are pretty high, bro. And you think that we're not close to that happening? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy boy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Philip says she won't across the North Korean border without Secret Service, especially after months of calling the guy out of his name, Mr. Rocket Man. Yeah, Trump did. He walked across the border with no Secret Service after calling him Rocket Man, and they ended up getting along and having a conversation. And nobody tried to nuke us. Because say what you want about Trump, people think Trump's crazy. Even dictators around the world think Trump's crazy. And they don't want to mess with Trump because they know he might actually wipe them off the face of the planet. So, yeah. Meanwhile, with Kamala, I don't think anybody respects Kamala. Could barely be happening at the beginning of World War II. People didn't call it World War II or even know it was World War I. That's true. Philip says Russia also in the Middle East for about 10 years now. Let's check on the poll, guys. All right, go vote up there at the top. Who do you think is going to win? Trump versus Kamala. Who wins the election? Vote at the top. Let's see how many votes we got so far. Let's see how many votes we got so far, boys. So we're looking at, what are we looking at here? We're looking at 93 votes. We almost got 100 votes up top. Go vote if you haven't yet. If you're just scrolling through and you came across my video, even if you don't want to leave a comment, go vote on the poll. Kind of curious what you guys think. Okay, so out of 93 votes, Trump versus Kamala, who wins? We got Trump sitting at 66%, actually 67%. And we got Kamala sitting at 33%. So out of 93 people, 67% think Trump's going to win the election, and 33% think Kamala's going to win the election. Kind of crazy because, according to the news media, it's neck and neck right now. It's neck and I don't know if that's true. again, this is not a scientific poll. People might have multiple accounts. People might have bots. Do I really think people came in here with bots to kind of change the election? I mean, change the votes? I honestly don't think they did. But yeah, this is just a little snippet of 100 people that voted. And yeah, Trump's kind of winning by a landslide at the moment. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Russia is also in the Middle East for about 10 years now. Also, guys, thank you for all of the new subscribers. We've been getting a lot. We just passed 6,000 subscribers. We're on our way to 7. Well, we're on our way to we're on our way to 7,000. I think we might hit 10,000 by the end of the year. So thank you for the support. We also got a couple new members on the channel. A couple new people hit the join button. They are now supporting the channel, helping me pay my internet bills. So thank you for that. Support of Young Channels says hello. How you doing? Support of Young Channels. How you doing? So shout out to Lilu, Brolo, Adam West, Adzaloni, and Broken. Thank you guys for hitting the join button, becoming members on the channel. I appreciate it. You guys rock. And thank you to everybody else that just left a comment, hit the like button, voted on the poll. Who do I want to win? Who do you think I want to win? I thought it's it's pretty obvious who I want to win. If you can't see my hat. Yeah, I'm voting for Trump. I just think he's our best move right now. Out of the two picks, I think Trump is night and day better than Kamala. Just my opinion. You guys can vote for who you want for. That's just what I think. Everybody has their right to an opinion, you know? Freedom of speech and all that jazz, you know? But guys, keep those comments coming. We have 94 votes. Supporter of Young Channels, who do you want to win? Do you want Kamala or do you want Trump? Philip says, I'm out of here, brother. God bless. And I've subbed to you. Your YouTube happy found you. I'll tap when you go live another day. Be safe. Well, thank you, Philip. Thanks for popping in, man. And thanks for giving your opinions. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you around, man. Thanks for subscribing. Support of Young Channel says, I'm not an American. Well, still, what do you think, though? Who do you think, like, from your point of view, okay, you're not an American. From your point of view, who do you think would run the country better? Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? Just from like an outsider's perspective, who do you think would run America better? I'm curious. Because we got some people in here last night from like Switzerland and Poland, and from Australia popped in. You think Kamala will run the country better? Okay, all right. Why do you think that? Just out of curiosity. You don't have to tell me if you don't want it, but I'm just curious. Why do you think Kamala will run the country better? She is new, I think. Yeah, Kamala's actually been the vice president and in the White House for the past almost 4 years. Just because somebody's new doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do a good job. You know, I prefer to vote for somebody that has experience doing the job. And from my point of view, I feel like if, you know, she was going to do a good job, then why hasn't she helped make this administration into a powerhouse that has done a good job? I feel like the Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration, hasn't really done much for America other than take it backward. So just 4 more years of the same thing. Biden 2.0, I don't know. So yeah, she might become the first woman president, and that's great and everything, but if she don't know how to do the job, if she don't have the experience, if she doesn't have like a solid plan of where to take America, I'd rather vote for somebody that I know has a track record of making things better than taking a chance with someone that's already been in the White House and has really done nothing to make my life better. But that's just how I look at it. Guys, This live stream has over 12,000, no, not 12,000, that would be awesome, 1,200 views. 1,200 views. If you know of anybody that you think would enjoy my channel, definitely share this video. I play a lot of video games, a lot of Fortnite. I kind of talk politics on the side. I like playing video games because, you know, even if you have different points of view as far as politics go, you can just kind of put all that aside and just play a video game together and have fun. Just because you know, believe in different things, have different religions or whatever, you can just come together, talk. People don't talk with each other anymore. They're just like, that side's bad, that guy's wrong, that guy's right. And they don't talk about anything anymore. I think conversations like this, just shooting the breeze, I think this needs to happen more often with people. But everybody's just too afraid to actually talk and be heard. And I think it could bring a lot of good to the world if people just sat down and had a conversation. Because maybe one side thinks of one thing and the other side thinks of another thing, and maybe they disagree on some stuff, but then they can come together in the middle and they can actually get stuff done. But if people just don't talk to each other and just say, that person's bad, that person sucks, you know, leave me out of it, then nothing's going to change. They should have kept Obama in, to be honest. Well, Obama was in for 8 years, and there's kind of a limit to how many years somebody can be president. Though some will argue that Obama is still running things behind the scenes, but and we have 95 votes now. 66 people think Trump's going to win, and 34 people think Kamala's going to win, according to the poll right behind me. According to that poll right back there, Trump is still winning by a lot. By quite a bit. Interesting. We're gaining subscribers left and right. My goodness gracious. So many new people. You think Trump's going to win, though? So you think Kamala would be a better president, but you think Trump's going to win? I mean, we'll find out. It's definitely going to be interesting. I think the election is 50 days away, 55 days away. It's getting close. It's like, I think, what, less than 2 months away, around there? It's going to definitely be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely going to be interesting. If you're just popping in for the first time, welcome to the stream. My name is Adam. I play video games, and I occasionally talk about politics. This is kind of a new show I got going where I just ask people what they think about what's going on in the world. And here we are, just chatting at 2 in the morning, 2:06 in the morning, voting on who we think's going to win the election. Trump is still winning by a lot. I don't think she's better, but give her a chance. We'll see. Thank you for the hearts, guys, and the emojis in the chat, by the way. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely hit the thumbs up button. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you have not already, consider subscribing. Can we get to 100 votes, guys? We're at 98 right now. Can we get to 100? If you haven't already, weigh in, boys. Weigh in. We might stop the poll at 100 and ask a different question. We'll see. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Who do we got in chat? Oma popped in. Bucket popped in. Philip jumped in and said hi. Supporter of channels popped in and said hi. Zombgetsu popped in and said hello as well. Tim McCormick said some stuff. Baldwin said some stuff. Philip Blackman said some stuff. Apish Bakata also dropped some comments. Guys, if you have not yet, comment down below. We hit 100. Actually, 102, guys. Vote. Keep that vote. Keep those votes coming. Who do you think's going to win the election? Let me know right back there. I got the poll going. Who you think's going to win? Who you think's going to win, and why do you think they're going to win? Drop a comment. Let me know. Do you think I'm crazy for wearing a Trump hat? Definitely Trumpy poo. Pusher man. I agree, man. I mean, I want Trump to win. We'll see if he does. This administration said they're going to do everything they possibly can to keep him from becoming president. So we'll see. We'll see. There's some crazy people out there, unfortunately, and they've already tried to take him out 2 times, technically 3 times. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens, but it's gonna be interesting. And Pushy Man, thanks for popping in. Only November polls matter, baby. It's true. It's true. It's true. And I tell people, do not resort to violence if you don't like what the other person's doing. If you don't want Trump to be president, don't throw him in jail. Don't take away his businesses. Don't try to seize his assets. Don't try to take him out. Go to the ballot box and vote for the other person if you don't want Trump. Same goes with Kamala. If you don't like Kamala, then, vote for the other person. If you don't like Trump, vote for the other person. That's how it's done. Violence is never the answer. Well, I'm about to leave I want to sub and make the day of some 0 viewers streamers. So bye. All right, thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate it. Freedom of speech and proclamations. Yeah, man, freedom of speech. You should Google the legal definition of monster. Pusha Man says, boom. Okay, let's Google the definition of monster. All right, let's do it. Let's Google this up, guys. 1 second. Let's Google this up. Okay. Definition of monster. Definition of monster. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Is anything gonna actually pop up? It says the definition. It says it's got to be the legal definition. The legal definition. Okay, let's look up the legal definition. The legal definition of monster. Okay. According to the Ballatine's Law Dictionary from 1930, a monster is a human born but with some resemblance to a lower animal. The definition also states that a monster cannot inherit blood or land even if born in marriage. The word monster has many other meanings, including a mythical creature that is part animal, a malformed animal or plant, a person with unnatural character, an ugly or deformed person, animal, or thing, a creature of huge size, something unusually large, an extremely wicked or cruel person, a powerful person or thing that cannot be controlled and that causes many problems. The word monster comes from the Latin word monstrum, which comes from a verb manua, which means to remind, warn, instruct. No, to remind, warn, entrust, or foretell. Is that the definition you were referring to, man? That's what popped up on Google. That's what popped up at the first thing on Google, the AI overview of monster. I don't know if that's what you were referring to, or, Guys, go and vote on that poll up top. We now have, what do we now have? We got 103 votes so far. Do you see how they referred to it as human and a person who cannot be controlled? I do. It's kind of interesting. All right, so we're going to close this poll. Trump obviously won by a lot. What is our next question? What should our next question be? 103 votes, 66% say Trump's going to win, and 33% say Kamala's going to win. So from that poll, Trump won. Trump won by a big landslide. By a landslide right there. Yep. What should be the next question I ask the community? The 14th Amendment defines people as humans and a person as the definition of each of these words go together. Interesting. 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 If you're just popping in, guys, welcome to the stream. How is your night going? Who do you think is going to win, Trump or Kamala? Let me know in the comment section. 103 people think Trump's going to win. 103. It's quite a bit, actually. 103 people. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Also, if you're just popping in, let me know how you found this live stream. I probably just came across your news feed by complete accident. You were probably just scrolling through, watching funny cat videos or something, watching TikToks, and then you found me. If that's the case, how you doing? Glad you're here. Glad you're watching. We're talking politics late at night. It's 2:14 in the morning my time. Historic Perspective says, y'all never noticed, but you look like John Doyle was a semi-normal human being. If John Doyle was a okay. I'm not sure who John Doyle is. But all right, man. All right. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but all right, all right. Welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Is John Doyle like a streamer or something? I don't know. I don't know. Do 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 do. Christian conservative content creator Neo Guest noticed. Womp Womp says hi. What up, Womp Womp? You look like Andrew Tata. Andrew Tata. Tata. I don't think I do. But if you say so, if you say so. And Womp Womp, how's it going? How's it going? And Siraj, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Glad you're watching. Who do you think is going to win the election, guys? Who do you think? Is it going to be close? Will this election be close? Yes or no? Start. All right, guys. Will this election be close? Let me know in the top there. That is our new poll. We had over 100 people that voted on the last one. They think Trump's going to win by a landslide, apparently. Let's see if anybody thinks it's going to be close. I mean, it might. It's hard to say. 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 It's hard. I think Trump's actually way ahead, but the media is just saying he's not. But that's just my opinion. That's just my hot take. That's just what I think. Maybe I'm biased because I'm voting for Trump. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it going to be a close election? Going to be a close race? Vote up top. Vote up top in the white little doobly-doo up there. Let me know. We also got almost 400, no, not 400, 1,400 views on this live stream. A lot of people have been voting in the chat. A lot of people have been commenting. Shout out to all the new subscribers out there. We are on our way to 7,000. At the rate we're going, we're probably going to hit 10K by the end of the year. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. We play video games. We talk politics. Something we just started doing is talk politics, actually. After Trump almost got assassinated, I was like, yo, I'm not keeping it a secret anymore. I'm putting on my little Trump hat. I don't care if my channel gets banned, because if Kamala gets elected, you know, having a YouTube channel is going to be the least of my worries. I'll tell you that right now. But, yeah, what do you guys think? Do you want Kamala to win? You want Trump to win? Is it going to be close? Let me know in the comment section. A lot of people dropping those comments in the chat. There's been a lot of people that dropped comments. I just keep scrolling back and back and back. Oh, buddy. A lot of people. Give your opinion down below. Let me know. I'm a very curious person, and I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you think. Also, if anybody has a Reddit account, post this video over to Reddit. I don't have a Reddit account, but I heard people are on Reddit. I don't know. Also post it on your Facebook. If you got some Facebook friends that you think would get a kick out of this video, this live stream, go post it on there. Have them come chat with us. Give us their points of view. You don't have conversations like this on CNN where you just go talk to random people. Same with Fox News. People don't talk anymore, guys. Nobody talks anymore. Just having a conversation, a little back and forth, chat, chat, chat. I think we need more of this. That's what I think we need. Does anybody agree with me? Anybody? Anybody agree? So one person thinks this election is going to be close. One person. Can I vote too? Can I vote on my own poll? I can't. I can't vote. I think a lot of people are sleeping right now. A lot of people are sleeping right now. What should I call this show, guys? Should I just call it Late Night Politics? Should that be what I call it? I don't know. I need names, suggestions. Name suggestions, guys. What should this show be called? I'm thinking Late Night Politics. I don't know. There's probably already shows called that. Maybe we'll start a podcast. Is this kind of considered a podcast? I don't know. What is a podcast, guys? You think I should have Joe Rogan come on? You guys think I should have Oprah come on? What do you guys think? I know they're probably busy. They probably got things going on. Maybe we get Kamala and Trump on here one night. What do you think? Get Kamala, Trump? Maybe Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Maybe Shakira? Katy Perry? Come give their points of view. We get Taylor Swift on here. Ask her why she endorsed Kamala. You guys think we should get Taylor Swift on this show? I mean, why not? We could ask. We could ask her. Worst case scenario, she says no. We get her boyfriend. What's his face? Travis Kelce? Is that his name? You can Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Also, guys, thank you for the likes on the video. I appreciate it. Thank you for smashing that like button, boys. Appreciate it. Let me exit this real quick. Let me pop this. Actually, let me refresh this page. Let me refresh the page. Okay. We good. We good. We checking the stats. We're still live. We good. Yeah, boys, we good. If you're just popping in, welcome to the stream, guys. Glad you're here. Glad you're watching. We're talking politics, late night politics. We're thinking about getting Taylor Swift on the show, possibly Joe Rogan, maybe Oprah, maybe Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Joe Biden. It's probably way past his bedtime, though. Maybe not Joe Biden. Maybe not Joe. Joe, go back to bed. Go back to bed. I didn't say anything. What do you guys think? Who should we get on the show? I'm curious. I'm very curious. Who should we get on the show? So many choices. I think we could probably get Taylor Swift. Hop on our jet, come on over. I think we could get Taylor Swift on this show. I mean, this is the number one, it's the number one thing going on right now. Why wouldn't she be on the show? State her case on why she voted for Kamala. I'm actually really curious. I know she came out with a statement, right? But what does she really think behind the scenes? What does she really think? My chair is so squeaky, boys. I need some WD-40 up in this place. If you haven't already, vote on the poll up there. I asked the question, is the race going to be close? Is this election going to be close? Let's take a little peek. Out of 2 votes, it's split 50-50. 50% say yes, 50% say no. Is the election going to be close? It's going to be interesting, I'll tell you that. It's going to be interesting. Can I vote on it too? Can I vote on my own poll? It won't let me. Won't let me vote on my own poll. Wait, where'd the chat go? Let me bring the chat back up. 1 second, guys. Bear with me here. Pop that out so I can actually read your guys' comments. Live chat. Gotta turn that on. Turn that on. We good, we good, we Gucci, we Gucci. We're good, we're good. Shout out to Siraj for popping in. Historic Perspective popping in. Burn thy... I don't know if I want to say the whole thing. We'll say Priest is in here. Push a Man popped in and said hi. Support of YouTube channels popped in and said hi as well. Philip Blackman Oma popped in, said hello. Zamgetsu Bucket pops in. Tim McCormick, a lot of people. Baldwin, a lot of new faces, a lot of returning faces. 123 Edits says hi. How you doing, 123 Edits? How you doing? How you doing? How is your night going? What time is it where you guys live? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what time it is. It is currently 2:24 my time. Kind of late. Also, guys, thank you for all the likes and all the new subscribers. I appreciate it. All the support is kind of mind-blowing how many people have subscribed lately. It's pretty crazy. If you're one of them, shout out to you. You're the real MVPs, boys. You're in Australia. Nice. It's 6:25 p.m. Frank Palini says it is 1:24. 1:24 a.m. or p.m.? You got to put the a.m. or p.m. or I'm not going to know, boys. I'm not going to know. If you're popping in, guys, for the first time, welcome. We are voting on politics stuff, political stuff in the middle of the night. Best place to do it. Best time to do it when you're half asleep talking to politics. If you haven't already, vote on the poll we got going in the chat. So far, we have 3 votes. 33% of people say the election is not going to be close. No, actually, no. 67% say no, it's not going to be close. And 33% yes, it is. They say yes, it is. But you know what? It is getting pretty late. So, guys, should we wrap it up? Should we wrap up the stream? Or should we get Taylor Swift on? I could give her a call and be like, yo, Taylor, come on. Let me know why you wanted to vote for Kamala. Let me know why. I mean, I got her on speed dial, guys. What do you guys think? Get Taylor Swift in here, or do we end the stream? Do we end the stream, get Taylor Swift on? Frank says, I want to comment about Title IX protections for women. You can comment on it. I don't know much about that. But I can look into it later, maybe. I could look into it later. But guys, it's getting late, and I got to go to work tomorrow, so I better wrap the stream up. If you want to hop on tomorrow, we'll probably be doing the same thing tomorrow. Maybe playing some Fortnite. Possibly playing some Fortnite. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Turn on notifications if you want to stay up to date. Vote on the poll if you haven't. Let's close it out at 3 votes. The last one got 103. This one got 3. Everybody's sleeping, I believe. I believe everybody's sleeping. And 66% say no. 33% say yes. The election will be close. Interesting. Out of 100 people, Trump got the majority of the votes last one when I asked who's going to win the election. Everybody thinks Trump's going to win. Everybody thinks Trump's going to win. Everybody might be right. I don't know. But that, guys, thank you for popping in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow night probably. I'll either be playing Fortnite or doing more of this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next stream. Until then, stay frosty, stay safe, and remember, keep calm and game on. Toodles!